actually pillow covers for the living room. Last January we noticed that we left out a Christmas pillow, so I've just every month been changing the pillow cover, and now I have two, and I've been changing them every month with the theme. And you may have seen in one of my videos, right now I have a pineapple and a cocktail pillow cover. So I've been working on some designs just on craft paper, just on some craft paper. And now I have out my brother's skin and cut, and I'm going to see if I can cut out some letters on some fabric and use my brother's skin and cut. This is the DX, and I love it. I just don't use it as often as I should, but I'm going to give it a try and see what I can come up with and see if any of my designs work. So stay tuned. Alright, I figured out the measurement I wanted, and then I had to remember to flip the image, and now I have my first letter for my pillow, and I'm going to get the first word. Now I'm going to get the next two words and lay them out on the fabric I picked and see if I like it. And hopefully this design will be fun. We'll see. Okay, I'll show you how I do the next word. Hold on. There's an O. And an N. Ta-da! Much better. Okay, I'm going to try satin stitching around these letters. So what I'm going to use, I don't know if you can see this, but see this foot has this opening in it, and it makes this thick stitches go by faster. And this is going to be on my Bernina 147. And let me test out some stitches and see if we can get this thing going. Now I'm going to reduce my stitch length to a 1. Can you see it? There we go. One down, bunch to go. I'm using almost a 0 and mostly a 2. But when I get down to little points like that, I go down to a 1. Okay, let's keep going. See how this pillow cover turns out. Good morning. It's day 2. I'm working on my pillowcase. Sorry about that. September's pillowcase. Come on, fall. I'm working on the sun, because here in the South it's still in the 90s, reaching the hundreds any day now. And I went ahead and did the satin stitch on my letters. And this is just some fusible interfacing on the back. You can do batting. Now, when you do the satin stitch on all these letters, it's not going to be quite as comfy and fluffy and stuff on a pillow. But this is just a decorative pillow that's going to sit in a leather club chair in our living room. And now I'm going to just do some silly stuff on the little sun to reflect my disinterest in how it's not fall, which is normal this time of year anyway. We usually don't start getting cool until October. So I'm just going to do some free motion stitching and make a silly sun for this pillow, which I must say, thank you, Debbie, for this pillow form. I really like it, and it's going to be really cute in our chair. And our chairs are dark brown, so this will show up in our chair. I was really tempted to do a darker fabric. I did pull out a lot of fall only fabric, but I also have lots of creams, beiges, browns, oranges in my storage containers. But these are predominantly just fall fabrics. So let me get to stitching, see what I can figure out. From my drawing, it was really silly, but we'll see what I can come up with. Hold on. I'm back. I'm so glad you didn't watch that part. I tried to free motion the eyes on my little son, and oh, it was really sad. So I went back to a small satin stitch, did the eyes over again, so now they're really bumpy. And I did the face, and the sun's giving us raspberries because it's going to be summer for a while. But anyway, that's my silly fall pillowcase cover. And I gave it a press, not an iron. And it had to reattach the interfacing to the back. It got a little mangled. And now I'm going to pick a backing. I have a couple picked out. Won't really show because it'll just be in the chair by itself. And I'm just going to make a envelope back, and I will show you that. So let me get seeing if I have enough fabric for the back of the 2 I picked. I don't want to put my fancy North Cart fabrics on the back, because I spent a lot on these. And why would you want to put these on the back when you spent $12, $13 yard for these? You want to save these for something special, right? Okay, let me see what I can find. need this to be 13 inches. And as long as I can get it. Which is going to be 13 by 13. See, one will go here. I'll have to sew it like that. See, and the other will go here. Trim this edge first. I know it looks funky right now. I think this fabric was used for a shirt or maybe a dress. So it was cut funny. That's still good. Let's see here. I'm going to have a pretty decent overlap. But not too much that it's hard to get the pillow in and out. That's trash. Okay. Can you see this? This will go face down, and this will go face down. This will be sewn to make a nice little hem. This will be sewn to make a nice little hem. And that will make your envelope back. This is not going to be a very big overlap. Let me get the end sewn and see if I need to add another piece. Okay, hold on. I folded over twice, pressed them. Now I'm going to sew these, and the bobbin thread color does matter, so I changed mine. Just a straight stitch. You can use a decorative stitch if you would like. That would be fun. Okay, now I'm going to see if these are long enough. I think I might need some more fabric. Let's see. Now I have an overlap on my envelope back. Now with right sides together, I'm going to pin my corners and my two sides. More thread. I'm going to sew around, then I'll be able to turn it inside out. Let's go. I'm just using a 2.5 inch strip and a generous 1/4 inch. Okay, you can trim the corners if you want to, but you don't really need to because, like most pillows, they're a little lacking in the corners. So just fold your corners and pull them in. That'll give them a little more volume in the corners. And cutting your corners as you're sewing helps too. Matter of fact, you could just round your corners. You just use a spool, a glass, whatever you have lying around. Round your corners. I don't always use interfacing, but since I was doing a lot of applique, a lot of satin stitch, I decided to use interfacing instead of nothing or batting. I do have a point turn. And just press out the seams. And you have an envelope. Now you can iron this if you'd like. Tell this has been washed. Just squeeze it. It's easier if you have bigger hands. And pull. Stuff. This is a very poofy tip. Now, my mom had a trick. When you have a hard time with the corners being filled with your pillow form, see the pillow form is just not coming out in the corners, she would take stuffing like you would use to, well, make a pillow or a stuffed animal, and she would put it in the corners to fill out the corners so they didn't look so floppy. And of course, when you took the case off to wash it, you know, you would remove it. You wouldn't run it through the laundry. But that's it for now. When I find some in my closet, if I find some stuffing, is what I call it, polyfill, I guess, I'll stuff this and get a picture of it on our club chair. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.